First Thursday of the month, we get to talk to Phillip Martell. He's the superintendent of the River Valley School District, joining us on the line this morning. And our conversation is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Mr. Martell, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm lovely. I understand you're not feeling at the top of the tree here today, are you?
Yeah, one of those things comes along every once in a while for me, so it's that time.
Yeah, it's your turn.
That's it.
Hey, River Valley School District, I want to start out on the athletic fields because it's been a really nice basketball season. The boys with that Heritage Conference championship, the girls still rolling through the PIAA playoffs into the first round for that. That's a couple of great programs, and, well, extracurricular activities, sports are a really big part of school life, aren't they?
They really are. Our girls and boys teams both worked extremely hard to get where they were this year. Very proud. We're all very proud of them because it's just not during the season. It's a lot of work on the off season, and then them just getting prepared. And we've invested, giving them the resources with speed and agility training, strength and conditioning. With the new athletic facility, with the weight facility that'll be in there, like our athletes will have state of the art tools right at their hands that they'd be able to use to get for training. So something we feel we needed to do.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're right. It is almost a year-round endeavor, and when you have kids playing multiple sports, sometimes they're playing basketball in the morning and they're training for football in the afternoon. It's just the way that it goes. But it also takes a tremendous amount of dedication from coaches and athletic trainers and band directors too.
Absolutely, and it's really an effort on all fronts. I mean, even just beyond the sports, with our band program and just our students that attend the different band events around the county and in the region. I mean, they really do. It's truly year round. And they're vested in what they're doing, which is important for our kids.
Well, one of the things about sports programs at your school district is you've in the process of making a brand new sports facility for them. Give me a progress update. Are we going to be playing sports on the new facility fields come fall?
Yeah, yes, we will. They're actually getting ready to put down turf. Scoreboard just got installed yesterday, which caught a lot of people's attention because it's beautiful. Full digital board, but they'll be laying turf here within a few weeks. We plan on having graduation in the new facility.
Wow.
That and the track and the bleachers and everything will be done. And we'll have the concessionary and the bathrooms done for the fall. The actual athletic facility building, which will have the locker rooms and the weight facility, it may not be done for the beginning, for the first game, but it'll be well into the progress. But the facility we'll be able to use for all of our sporting events.
That's tremendous. I know the amount of work that goes into that and the uncertainty that comes with, just procuring materials because something that costs you $1 this week might cost you $4 next week.
It's really been a challenge, and you only see it just for us. You see it in the region. Hempfield had a building project come to a halt. Latrobe. It's just I don't understand how really it's going to be very difficult for people to do things if the economy stays the way it is. Because to your point. Even just with our project, we thought we were going to be able to do everything we did for $7 million and had to borrow more money just because of the simple status of the economy and things happening around the world that are out of our control.
Yeah, you figure supply chain issues and all of that. All right, let's get into some other things happening as we head into the stretch run of the school year. It's hard to believe it, but March really signals like the beginning of a run that it just seems like the intensity increases as you try to get everything done by the end of the school year. It's a really fast-paced time, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, we go into our testing component area here in a few weeks, and then, all of a sudden you turn around, graduation's here, the year is over. Spring sports kick off. So it's going to be a busy time, as usual. But, that's the way we like it, to keep moving and to keep things going, and we're excited about it.
As this school year has progressed, I know I've asked you this question in the past because things happen that maybe you did not anticipate, and they can happen administratively. They can happen with faculty or with student body or facilities. Has this been a smooth year in comparison to other years?
It has, in a sense, because, since we're now, 2 years past COVID, things have started to calm down. We, financially, we used our COVID dollars, correctly, where we didn't, true 1 or 2 time uses. So where a lot of other districts or counties even, had to run into a problem. You see all the tax increases and different things financially, the challenges today. No, we've actually, this has probably been the smoothest so far. And we're always, there's always going to be challenges ahead. The budget season for the state's always an interesting time, to say the least. So as we put our budget together, we're trying to factor in what we actually believe that, the potential increase in allocations and different things will be. So, but other than that, the year's gone fairly smooth.
I know that educationally, with the COVID coming in, the pandemic a couple of years ago, there was a very noticeable and probably on your part anticipated drop-off in student learning. And that lag, every school district is contending with it and trying to find the best solution for getting students back up to speed. How far along that path do you consider River Valley to be?
It's a great question, Todd, because it is a challenge, and we're seeing the real damage done from COVID now with where our students, especially, our early learners, are struggling to read. So, we see it as a challenge. Next year, we plan on making a full front attack on it because it's a simple thing. If students can't read and they can't do basic math, then we're failing in what we're doing. So I've said all along that the damage from COVID is a 10-year problem. There's no question about it. We've made great strides. We've invested. But, we also face staffing challenges like everyone else. So when you want to do those interventions and different things that need to happen to try to make up that ground, it can be challenging when you don't have substitute teachers. So we're doing the best we can, but we know that we have some issues. We see the ugly head that's reared from COVID, and we have plans in the future to attack it.
Well, that's the thing. All of that learning, it builds upon previous learning, and if that foundation
Correct.
isn't in place, that foundation is shaky, then subsequent learning has to suffer as well, and you may never catch up with a particular child, and they might need all kinds of remediation.
That's correct, and that's what we're trying to do. We're playing that catch up, but we're trying to get that. Those foundational components are key, because you're right. If you don't get those in place, you can give all the standardized tests, which I really don't believe. I don't believe in personally. I just don't think it gives us a true reflection of a student. This is a prime example. What good is a test if a student can't read? It's not. Where the state and the federal government sometimes get a little unrealistic. So we have our blueprint ready. We've been working on it, and we're going to continue to do that.
I know that within the educational industry, you are a very cooperative type of field, and what other school districts are doing, you pay attention to that. They pay attention to what you are doing. How collaborative is that?
It is, because you see best practices, as we tackle, like in the case of our early grades with our foundational reading issues, and you look at data, and I can't say enough to see exactly where you see some of those improvements in growth are with our students. We are constantly looking at that data to see, okay, what's working and what's not. It gives you a roadmap, and to not use it would be foolish. So, but seeing some other best practices that other districts do and working, cooperatively with them, and some of the challenges and hurdles they have had, and just talking about it and looking at how to attack it it's been very beneficial for our district and our staff.
Is the COVID lag more pronounced and seen more to have more of an effect in the elementary level or in the high school level? I would assume elementary.
Elementary, completely.
Yeah. That being the case, while you're trying to fix this problem that occurred because of this pandemic, you have to keep an eye on the future and what happens the next time. And so you're developing, I'm assuming, practices and processes that might prevent it from becoming the same kind of problem should this ever happen again.
We have to, because it could be here, as you and I both know, in a heartbeat. So we have to be able to transition, but then learn, the mistakes of the past from online learning, and how we, so we don't fall back in. Our students don't have setbacks as much as possible. But you and I both know there's nothing like being in a classroom with a great facilitator standing in front of them, their teacher. And we just pray every day that we don't have to face what we faced in years of COVID.
Phillip Martell, Superintendent of the River Valley School District. That really is the key, isn't it? That faculty element is what's going to turn this all around.
We do, and it is, and we have the greatest teachers in the world and the greatest aides. Our teachers have complete buy-in in my vision for the district, what we're doing, everything foundationally to the STEAM Academy. They're all hands on deck. I can't say enough about them, and I'm so proud of the efforts that they put forth every day. And none of this is possible without the partnership with our teachers and our staff. It isn't. Everybody has to be on the same wavelength, and I feel that we are in our district.
Yeah. All right, let's end with something fun here today. Coming up, I know that you've got a theater presentation coming up for your students. It's going to be a lot of fun, huh?
they have invested a lot of time and effort in the stage work and different things. It's fun to see it kind of all come together. Then hopefully, we can't wait to see the end product, and I think it'll be wonderful. And it's allowing them to have that creativity, just with all of our programs. That artistic edge is part, what we do when we look at the Rise Sec that we use every day. It's an important part of what they do. But yeah, we're excited about it.
Yeah, we're going to get them in here and have them maybe perform a little bit for us too.
Nice.
Phillip Martell, thanks so much for spending time with us today. Feel better, okay?
I will, Todd. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Have a great day. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.